Fanatec is in trouble. Its parent company Endor is filing for insolvency, with the firm in millions of euros of debt and there seemingly being no way out. The headlines are all talking about the potential loss of an established sim racing giant. But one thing that many don't seem to realise is the impact that this loss could have on a very specific type of sim racer. See, over the last couple of years, Fanatec's chokehold on the mid-range and high-end simulator wheel and pedal industry has loosened, with viral firms like SimMagic, Simucube and Mozza coming out in full force with their unique features, excellent value for money, and some straight-up magnificent pieces of hardware. But there's one thing that many of Fanatec's competitors don't have, and that's PlayStation support for its wheelbases. Notice I said many of. Logitech has its pro racing wheel if you want to cough up nigh on 4 figures for the hardware, but that's out of reach for many people, and its ecosystem is particularly limited, ruling it out for many buyers. Its cheaper line of sim racing hardware is outdated and doesn't offer the power or flexibility that many really want. Fanatec has its GT DD Pro, DD Extreme, DD Plus, and DD1 for PlayStation, so giving you different wheelbases at a handful of different price points. And these wheelbases are compatible with a great many wheel rims, pedal sets and other accessories, and will work on PC too to give you that flexibility. With Fanatec gone, who could take its place? I can't imagine signing on with PlayStation to get your product officially licensed is particularly cheap. Mozza would be the most popular pick, I think, to get the spot, but they have to go down that route. But can they afford to go down that route? Although, ironically, Fanatec probably couldn't have afforded to do that, and that's why they're in their unfortunate position. Could we see a Mozza Gran Turismo partner wheel? Or maybe Thrustmaster's introduction to the direct drive wheelbases could prove to push them in that direction. As before direct drive was mainstream, Thrustmaster did make the official PlayStation licensed wheels. Believe it or not, Gran Turismo is actually a fun game with a sizable player base. If it moved over to PC as many PlayStation titles have done over the past little bit, then that might solve this issue for a portion of players, but it certainly won't do it for everyone. There's much debate online about how much of a simulator GT7 really is, and regardless, it's an important title in one of the most influential and best-selling game series of all time. And without a good quality official PlayStation wheel, there's going to be a greater barrier to entry than there really should be in this case. As someone who's used Fanatec products for over half a decade now, and who's seen the rise and variety, quality and popularity of them, it's a real shame to see it fall this way. It turns out the Corsair acquisition wasn't enough, and now not only are we likely to lose one of the biggest brands in sim racing, but it could be a little dark age for PlayStation sim racers.